Warning. The following content is intended for immature audiences only. The opinions of these two fine gentlemen should not be taken seriously at all.
The JTS 51 Podcast. Introducing your hosts, JT and Sai.
Hello and welcome to the JTS 51 podcast. Introduce myself as always, JT, and my co-host, colleague, legend, the man, the myth, Sai. Sai, how you doing?
Oh, you're building me up this week. I thought you were just going to say somebody else then. I was like, because somebody else on this podcast. What? Hey, that's too much praise. Hey,
I know what you mean, mate. You know, it kind of dawned on me, right? Admittedly, probably, I was not thinking to myself, to be fair. Our conversations on this podcast are literally about, it sounds like two lads in a pub just speaking and then someone's just listening in. So I think that's a perfect way kind of just to describe our podcast. If there's ever a market for people wanting to eavesdrop on a lad's conversation in the pub, this is your podcast. This is it.
Do you know, it's funny, I was actually out with my mates at the weekend and they were saying exactly that. So obviously all blokes out there. And after a couple of beers, we were doing the usual UFOs, pyramids, that kind of stuff. And then one of them turned around and said, if our partners were here, what on earth do you think we'd be talking about? We're like, well, definitely not this.
Exactly. Could be completely different. Yep. Completely different, yeah. It'll be all the boring stuff. Housework.
Shopping.
Yeah. It's a bit cold outside, isn't it?
How's the kids? They're still alive.
Yeah, still good. Still pissing me off.
Yeah, but you can't say that. Well, we can say that. They'll be like, oh, little Jimmy, you such a terror. Yeah.
That's what it is. Oh, the attitude just changes when it's just lads and it's crazy.
Crazy. Oh, yeah, definitely. I meant to say to you, there's a day, especially for us, and I discovered it today. Someone walked up to me earlier and went, Happy Fat Thursday.
Wow. What?
I thought you were insulting me. But no, it is a thing. Apparently in Poland, they have Fat Thursday.
Just once a year?
Well, yeah. Well, every Thursday is Fat
Thursday's a Fat Thursday. I've been celebrating it wrong this whole time. Damn it.
You and me, it's the other way though, isn't it? It's like every day we just have Thursdays off.
Yeah. So that's actually a thing.
It's actually a thing. Yeah, it's actually a thing. Now I don't know what it is. I've literally done no prep on this. Just somebody said it to me to say today. Yeah. I had a quick look. It was a real thing, and I thought I'd tell you about it. Right. I don't know if there's like a Happy Slim Wednesday, which nobody looks forward to.
No, of course not. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I was just going to say, he's not pulling your leg, is he? But then, yeah, if you search it and it's a real thing, that's amazing. But imagine you had no context. Someone coming up to you and saying, Happy Fat Thursday. And you'd be like, excuse me, sir. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, exactly. No,
this
I don't
is bulking season.
Yeah. Bulking season. I've been bulking for a little while.
A couple of years, but yeah.
Exactly.
A little bit overdue, yeah.
It is funny, isn't it? Because like when I was younger, and I was much fitter, but you'd like read these things and you'd have all these people writing online saying, you know, how can I bulk? What's the best way to bulk? I really struggle. And then there's me sitting there going, the bulking is not the problem.
Absolutely not, mate. Absolutely. I just look at food and I get a few pounds heavier. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Exactly. They should hire us as coaches.
Oh, yeah. If you want to bulk, come to us. Absolutely. Me and Sai are available. Don't worry about that. I've got a mate actually, really pisses me off actually. He's kind of my height, very, very slim dude. Now, no matter how much he eats, no matter how much he flipping eats, he can never put weight on, ever. And I'm thinking, what a fucking privilege that is. Do you know what I mean? You can I've seen him eat, I've seen him drink. Like, the guy can have whatever he likes. Now, unless he's popping off to the bathroom every 2 minutes and just, you know, vomiting everything out, like he's bulimic or something like that, right? Yeah, it's just like, I'm like, bloody hell, your metabolism must be crazy. In my mind, it's like he eats something and like 10 minutes later, straight through his body, out through his ass. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know how people can be so lucky. It's crazy. Yeah, absolutely crazy.
It'll catch up to them. Don't you worry. It'll catch up.
He's always complaining. He goes, "I've been to the gym. I can never put on weight on." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's what a problem to have." Boo, idiot.
Yeah, I wish. I wish I had that problem, eh? We would all take full advantage of that, wouldn't we?
100%.
If you could just eat whatever, right? As long as you could do you guarantee to make it like 80 or 90, no health issues, whatever, we would all just be binging all the time.
Yeah.
You think there's, people say, oh, there's not enough food in the world. There's enough food in the world, right? For us all to binge as much as we want.
Absolutely.
Oh,
mate.
dear.
Absolutely.
Speaking of conversations down the pub, I meant to bring this up with you. So after a few beers, you know what blokes get like.
Oh man. Yeah.
My friend just like I say, we were talking about like aliens, UFOs, pyramids, whatever it was. Then suddenly my mate just turns around to me and goes, "So what are your bedtime habits?"
Oh.
Right, hang on. Yeah.
Whoa.
Right, hang on. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, exactly.
And he goes, no. Like, what do you wear to bed? And I was just like, hang on.
Yeah, this is getting a bit. Yeah. Listen, mate. I'll talk
let's
to you
just
about
chill,
anything
right?
you like, but this is getting a bit personal.
Yeah, I know you bought the last round, but let's just calm it, right? And he goes, no. He goes, right, so just to explain, he's about my age, but he's a proper old man version of me.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
Pipe and slippers type of guy.
Yeah.
So this didn't really come as a surprise to me, but it sort of did in a way. So he goes, so what do you wear to bed? And I was just, I don't know, the usual sort of boxers or whatever. And he goes, what, no, like socks or T-shirts or vests or whatever? I was like, well, when it's a bit colder, yeah, but sort of not generally. And he goes, all right, well, maybe it's just me then. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, so I wear socks to bed.
Oh gosh.
And I wear like a T-shirt. And I was like, okay, that's pretty normal. So he goes, yeah, but then I have to have an extra 2 pillows, one for between my legs and then one to hug, as like in a headlock type hug type thing.
Wow.
And I was like, I get the comfiness.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange,
Yeah.
but okay, fine. He goes, no. But I also have to have a hot water bottle behind my back, right?
Oh my god.
And one of those sleeping eye masks as
Oh,
well.
this guy's gone crazy. He's gone absolutely
then he
crazy.
goes-
Yeah.
And then he goes,
Yeah.
right. But after all of that, I still can't quite get comfy, so I have to have one of those like fluffy duvet covers, like like you get the fluffy,
my
but like the proper
God.
fluffy pillows.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what has happened to you? I haven't seen you for like 2 months.
Bloody hell.
What's wrong with
He's
you?
a full-blown diva.
And he goes, yeah.
My god.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh yeah. He goes, I can't settle without all this stuff.
Oh.
And I was just like, so what does your missus do?
Yeah.
And she's just like, she hates it. She just wants the normal, just like a pillow
Yeah.
and a normal duvet. It was like, well, it's just you then, right?
It's just him. It's him. Absolutely. Oh my god. I thought I was bad side. So I'll answer some of the questions. So what do I wear to bed? I wear boxers, t-shirt. Done. That's me done, right?
Standard.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll get into bed and then my night routine is my wife will fall asleep before me. So that's when it's my time to play. So I'll grab my tablet and I
I'm just,
not like that.
I'm not saying a
I'm married,
word.
don't you know? But yeah, no, I'll grab my tablet, which is on my bedside table, pop in my Bluetooth headphones, and I'll watch my catch up on my stuff like YouTube and all that kind of stuff. And then when I get tired, I'll doze off to sleep. But I do have something really weird. This is the weirdest thing about me, right? When it comes to sleep, is that I am notorious for not being able to sleep on planes at all. Uncomfortable, can't even nod off. I've tried everything, drinking copious amounts of alcohol to try and get tired, didn't work. Sleeping tablets never worked. So like, it's crazy, right? I think it's just being uncomfortable, maybe the sound, whatever. However, when it's time for me to sleep at night in my bed, I need to have some white noise on. Right, so it could be anything. It could be a podcast playing in the background. It could be, it could be some sort of ambient sounds. So guess what is my most watched video that I put on just to get to bed? The irony of it, by the way.
Is it going to be like waves and stuff
it's
like
airplane
that?
sounds. The sounds of being in an airplane cabin.
How did I not get that?
That's the stupidest thing. I can't sleep in an airplane when in the real thing. But at night time, when I'm in my comfy bed, I'll have to put on airplane noise just to fall asleep because I find it so soothing. Fucking ironic, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
No, I sort of
Yeah.
get it because like the car sound when
Yeah,
you're in the
yeah,
car,
yeah.
obviously not driving, then that sort of makes you sleepy when I'm in the passenger. I'm
Yeah,
easily
it's not great when
sleepy
you're
in
the
car.
it's not great when you're the driver, but yeah, as a passenger. Yeah.
Yeah, but they got Teslas and stuff now, aren't they? So there will
Yeah.
become a time when we can all fall asleep to the nice car sound.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, wake up flying through the window because your
Tesla's
Tesla's
gone crazy. Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
This is-
but yeah, no. So for me, I don't think it's a strange one. I can't even remember if I told you this before, but I have to do the thing where I pull the cover sort of across over
Yeah.
my head, across my face, but I have my mouth
Yes.
out, so like a little nose cave type thing. I said this before. As long as I've got that, I'm all good. I can sleep literally anywhere.
I do the same. I'm notorious for pulling the duvet like close to my neck area, so I can just about breathe with my mouth and nose. And then and yeah, sometimes as when I was younger, like when I was a teenager, I used to turn the fan on. It didn't matter. Like if it was summertime, wintertime, I would have the fan on, and then my mum and dad would be walking in like, "Fuck, you feeling cold?" I'll be like, "Well, no, not at all. I'm actually feeling quite hot. That's why I got the fan on." They're like, "Yeah, but it's like -3 outside." I'm like, "I don't care. I love it."
It's funny you mention that. That is exactly me now. I could
Yeah.
have the fan running all year round. Same. It's just the cool
I'm the same.
breeze, I think,
I'm the same.
blowing across you. I don't know. There's something about it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It is fantastic, and especially when it's sort of like I don't like the fan oscillating. It has to be just fixed. You get it in a nice
Constant
place.
air
just-
coming through. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just-
You get me, son.
yeah,
You get
love
me.
it.
My miss.
And it's even
Yeah.
better. Oh, sorry, I was going to say it's even better when it's slightly cooler because when you're wrapped up
Yep.
in a nice warm duvet and then you just sort of roll over and you feel the little breeze, but no, you can get back in
Yeah,
the covers.
absolutely,
Oh, amazing.
absolutely, mate. Yeah, I do a weird thing as well. Sometimes, like, it happens naturally throughout the night. One leg will come out, so I've got one leg in, one leg out of the duvet, and I'm like half. You know how your mate has like a pillow between his legs? I'll probably have the duvet between my legs, or if I'm lying on my back, one side of my one of my legs will be out the duvet, and one side will be in. And when you wake up in the middle of the night and it's super cold, you get back into the duvet. It's nice and comfy, and I just nod off again. Heaven.
So yeah, but I think they sound like normal things, but that's just me and you. I haven't quite reached the fluffy duvets and the eye
my
masks
God.
and the
In
whatever.
my mind, I'm just thinking like he's in a bed. It's quite a big bed. He's in there. He's got everything he wants. His poor wife is right on the edge because of all the fucking bollocks he has on. Like 7 pillows, bloody hell, one between his legs. He's got one of those like pregnancy pillows, which is like fully hugging him from behind. He's got a whole wall bottle. Oh my God,
Yeah,
proper diva.
yeah. So she just gets in the bed and she's ready, and then 15 minutes later, are you done now? Are you done now?
Oh,
Hang on, I just got to put my fluffy
yeah,
slippers
exactly.
on. No.
Where's my sleeping mask? Start spraying with random mists of like little spray just next to him, just to put him to sleep. Do you know what I mean?
But I did say, like, but don't you, like, wake up with the sleep mask and
Yeah.
it's just, like, wrapped around your head and strangled you? Yeah, of course you do, but you just wake up and readjust it. It's like, but that defeats the point of, like, making you
That's
sleep.
waking you up. Yeah.
So you fall asleep, you fall asleep with it on, you roll over and it's, like, poking you in the ear.
Oh,
and stuff.
that's terrible. That is terrible. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Interesting question. We'll keep it quick. Has your sleeping kind of routine changed since before you were married and after you were married?
I go to bed much later.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah. So I used to go, because I think I had more time in the evening. I could get in, I could read a book, play a game, watch movies, whatever it is. And it's about 12:30-ish. Maybe I'll go to bed. And now, because obviously you've got work and kids and the missus and blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying that's like it's bad thing.
No,
It's
no,
not a
I know
bad
what you mean.
thing.
The priorities change.
It's a
Yeah,
good thing, but
absolutely.
you get less time for yourself.
Yes.
So now I'm the same as you. I sort of duck under the covers and I'm up to like 3 in the
Yeah.
morning because I've got to catch up on all the stuff that I
Same.
missed out. So it feels like a later
Same as me,
evening.
mate. Absolutely same as me. That's like me time. After like everything's done, that's my time to get in and just catch up on everything. So yeah, I think I actually swapped the side of the bed I sleep on for my missus. So we got together, realised our sleeping patterns were a little bit weird. So she slept on the same side I did. I always had a double bed. I'm very lucky. So she had a double bed, and she would sleep on the right, and I would sleep on the right as well. The reason being is, this is going to probably sound like a laddish thing. I used to have my laptop, right? My speakers on the left-hand side of the bed, on top of the bed. So I would sleep on the right, and then on the left-hand side with my laptop, my headphones, my mouse, all that kind of stuff will be taken up probably 1/3 of the bed on my left-hand side. Now, ever since we got married, I gracefully gave her the right-hand side of the bed, and I've taken the left. And then I've also put all my electronics on the left-hand side to me as well. So it's on my nightstand rather than on my bed. So yeah, that I just realised, yeah, that's changed. That's quite a big change because I remember it took me a few maybe a month or two to get used to it. Not falling off the bloody bed in the first place because I'm turning to the left.
That is the worst. I haven't done that for like years and years. But yeah, falling off the bed when you're half asleep.
I'm lucky. I've
No.
never done that, to be honest. Yeah, lucky. I do remember one time I nearly did. Must have been in a mad dream. Just bloody, I needed to turn right. Turned right, nearly fell off. Luckily, there was something that stopped me from completely falling off. Oh my god!
Yeah, your missus, because she sleeps on the other side. Bloody get off me, Jay.
Not now.
Yeah, it works tomorrow. Leave me alone.
Yeah, this
Go back to playing with your bits.
this was I think this was before I was married, so yeah, I don't know what it was actually. I think there might be in a random chair on the right hand side, I'm not sure, but yeah, I had quicker reflexes when I was younger, so yeah, it was literally, I think I felt the leg of the chair kind of near my foot. I was like, oh my god, I'm about to fall down. Crazy. Oh my god.
You know, we're lucky, so we didn't have to swap sides, but we did try it like the first time we got together. So I sleep facing the right and my missus sleeps facing the left, which obviously you don't know the first time you kind of get together, so you just hop into bed and you don't know sort of which side. But so the first time we were like facing each other, and all you're doing all night is just breathing in each other's face.
We've done that before. Absolutely.
So you have to swap back.
Yeah, we did that as well, so we learned that pretty early as well. Like, so there would be times when I've turned over towards her, she's already facing me, and we're just literally blowing into each other's faces. So I was like, oh, this is not great, and then we decided to kind of sleep the other way. So she sleeps on the right facing the right, I'll sleep on the left facing the left, and then sometimes we'll during the night we'll naturally move, and I'll be back on my back and she'll be on her back as well. But yeah, if one of us do turn over to face each other, it's not too bad because one person's always in a different position, so you're not getting any straight of that hot air straight into your face.
And it's also when you wake up in the morning as well, isn't it? Because you're not prepared for somebody to be that close to your face in the morning. So you just wake up and you're like, whoa. Like, where'd you sneak up from? Oh, no, you were there all night. I just didn't realise till now.
Yeah. The lights are out, that's why. Yeah, my God.
Oh, fantastic. Anyway, I was scrolling down the internet today, and this is probably a bit of an older story. I think I might have mentioned it to you before, but I'm going to raise it again anyway, just because it really bothers me. And I want to put a complaint into the management, if that's a thing.
Yep, letter to HR.
Yeah, well, exactly. A stern letter to HR.
Yep.
Using words like disgusting and inappropriate.
Yeah.
So Taylor Swift, 8th best guitarist of the last 20 years.
I don't believe it. She's probably not even the 8th best guitarist in our household, let alone of all time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Like, you could just name 5 bands and then you've got 5 better guitarists than she is.
Oh, man.
And if you've got if you've got a lead singer that plays, well, you've just done it already. Oh my God, yeah.
Man,
who voted?
That's her PR team, 100% her PR team getting in there. Or someone's on the payroll at that wherever magazine or wherever it was that can compile this list. Absolutely ridiculous. Did it say of all time or current time?
Last 2 decades. So yeah,
no, that's still too much. That's still too much. That's ridiculous. Oh my God, that's terrible. The Taylor Swift just has a lot of power, mate. Swifties,
well,
not to be
her
fucked
and
with.
Beyonce.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, she won Best Country.
Yeah,
and well, this is the thing, isn't it? If Beyonce's writing the Best Country albums, and Taylor Swift used to be in country, and she's the 8th greatest guitar of the last 20 years, if those two get together, that's it.
Either that or next year, Taylor Swift is winning Best Album for Hip Hop. So it's only fair. It's only fair.
I think so. Oh, just unbelievable, isn't it? What is going on?
No, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. It's one of those things where you just don't know who the hell writes these lists. And it gets even worse when their lists get put onto kind of reputable websites and magazines and all that kind of stuff. It's like, come on, do your due diligence? This is ridiculous. Like, you can't be saying Taylor Swift is the 8th best guitarist in the last 20 years. That is terrible. Who was number one? Did you get a chance?
I didn't get the no. I literally saw it pop up today. I did see the story a while ago, and it popped up today, and I thought I'd mention it to you because the thing is, if the list was like the 8th sort of best female pop artist or something like that, she could definitely qualify. That would just
100%. Yeah,
she would definitely be up there, right? Whether you like her music or not, there's no doubt she's got great fan base, super famous, one of the top pop stars at the minute. Fine,
yeah.
But if we're talking guitarists,
Does she even play guitar? I don't even know. Like she might.
Well, she does play a little bit.
Okay.
If she's come from that country background. Now I've not seen her, but you would assume that she would have picked a little bit of it up.
Yeah.
But I would say not so much.
No,
I mean,
I don't agree.
this, to put it in perspective, right? Iron Maiden are still alive,
Yeah.
and they've got 3 guitarists.
Yeah.
Metallica are still alive. They got 2 the lead singer and the guitarist, right? So. Well, that's 5 people right there.
Yeah, exactly.
And somehow and they're not even like the greatest. Do you know what I mean?
my God.
They are good, but not the greatest.
Yeah.
And
Nah.
what?
Well, what do we know, Si? What do we know? Taylor Swift, number 8. Fucking hell, terrible.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I am literally doing it wrong.
Yeah, unless she was
You know,
like,
'cause
unless we read it wrong and it was like the 8th worst guitarist. Did her?
What, somebody changed the filter on Excel and just put it worst to best
That's it.
and just printed that.
Push
Yeah.
that up, yeah, 100%. Could be a thing. These Swifties are everywhere, man. These Swifties are everywhere.
So in that list, then, who would you have as like mucking about? So she's the 8th best. So
man.
7th, you got a lot. Is it Bieber? He must be number 7th greatest
Yeah.
guitarist. Pink. She
She's up
doesn't
there.
play guitar. She must
Oh,
be
she's
up
up
there.
there. She's up
Yeah.
there. Jaden Smith.
He knows a
Yeah.
guitarist. I'm sure he
so,
does.
Yeah, automatically.
He's
yeah,
up there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they said Eminem saw a picture of a guitar once, so he's got to be
He must own a guitar.
third. That's third.
Just for his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owning one, yeah, that's a bare minimum, I think.
Yeah, owning one. What? But if you own more than
Yeah.
one, so that's got to rank you
Oh,
higher.
So if someone's got 2, they'll be second. Yeah, there we go. Any idea for number 1?
Oh my god! I mean, well, by that ratio, I've literally no idea. I've no idea. But we could put a better list
Yeah,
together of
100%.
people that don't play the guitar could be in the top 10.
The top
It was like, do you remember
of the
Go
top
on.
10 guitarists that might not be guitarists. That'll be our list.
that own guitars, looked at guitars, and know people that are guitarists?
Excellent. That's a great list. That's a great list. We'll spend an episode doing that. That'd be brilliant. We have to justify the reason why they're on the list as well.
I think we come back next week with a list of top 10 greatest, not greatest guitarists.
Yeah, number 1 will be someone that can actually spell guitar as well. That'll be good.
Depends if these people write their own lyrics. Adele must be at number 2 at least. She doesn't even have guitars in most of some. No, she has guitars in some of her songs.
Well, there we go.
I don't
There
know.
we go. By association, number 1.
It reminds me of. Do you remember Robbie Williams when he was at the height of his success back in like the 2000s, and he won something like greatest artist of the millennium or something like that. But it was literally of the millennium. So you got like Beethoven and Mozart in there as like he's better than them. And then he had people like he was competing against like Queen and stuff like that, and still better than them. And then you fast forward a chunk, and then you got like all the great bands in there, like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and Queen. And apparently he was better than all of them. And you're just like,
see,
no,
that is shocking. I don't understand how people can make these lists. It's normally the flavor of the month, whoever the artist is, right? The hottest of that month, they get given these ridiculous accolades. It's not right, mate. It's not right. Leave it to the people. Let the people vote. I think that some of these.
But I think they did.
Yeah, that's true.
But
as
because
well.
he was super popular, he was just at the top.
Oh, who gets to decide? This is ridiculous, now.
So if we had an award now that was the greatest artist like ever, then probably Beyonce maybe. No, it wouldn't be anybody else, was it?
Oh my god! Yeah. Just that popularity, shocking, mate. Shocking.
So we just need to get popular, not learn instruments.
Yeah,
and we could be the greatest.
yeah, the greatest instrument players of all time.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. But saying that, Si, you've probably got more artistic. How shall I say this? More experience and probably worth more of a spot on that top 50 guitar players
50, but
than Taylor Swift. 'Cause
well, if Taylor Swift is 8,
yes,
I've got to be 3rd.
That's what I'm saying.
At least I play guitar.
Exactly. At least you play it, mate. At least you play it. There we go. That's ridiculous. Oh my word. Right, moving on. I've heard you have learnt of a new sport this week.
Go on, enlighten me. What did I say?
You said slap fights.
Oh. This is why I got lost in that. Sorry for a second there, because we did have a quick conversation about this before the pod, and to me it's not a sport, which is why when you mentioned it, I was
It's
like,
a full-on
I know
sport,
I mentioned
mate.
a lot of sport,
It's a full-on sport.
'cause it's full contact, that's for sure. But no, what? Oh, just I can't get my head around it. It's just it is what it is. Obviously, just two people slapping each other.
There's rules. There's
but I
rules in
don't
place.
see-
All right, so
But I don't see the appeal of it, because it's just who can take the hardest punch.
Yeah.
Like, and
But-
while that there is some merit to that for sure. For sure, the fact that you can't defend yourself, get out the way, just you just got to take a hit. You're like, okay, well, brain damage. Here we go.
So if anyone doesn't know, right, it's been on social media a lot. This is the only reason why I know about it. So I believe it's either backed by someone like either Conor McGregor or the actual UFC. I'm not sure which one it is. But two competitors line up on a podium, and they both just get a chance to slap each other, one by one until one can't take it anymore or one gets knocked out. Now these aren't like small guys or massive dudes, right, just hitting each other. It's normally like, I think they do have weight classes, so it's quite even, because there's no point in having like a 300-pound guy smash someone who's like 100 pounds. Like, do you know what I mean? So each take their turns. They get one slap. They're allowed to kind of line up the hand against your face, bring it back and forth, take a big swing and connect with your face. And it's literally until one person can't take it anymore or gets knocked out from a slap. So there is proper rules side. This isn't just some third rate event.
Well, you say that though. The clips that I've seen right now, I know nothing about it. Like everything on this podcast, I know nothing about it. I think you're right about the blokes, because the ones that I've seen of those, they do look a similar build. Obviously, you can never quite judge it because it's like muscle density and blah blah blah, whatever. But the ones I've seen of the women, like I've seen some proper rugby-sized built women in there going up against some people half their size, and I think maybe that's just because not that you shouldn't avoid this, but women avoid getting slapped in the face more than men do. I think. Yeah. But that doesn't seem quite right. Maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
Well, if our listeners heard our last podcast, it was our kind of advice was don't get punched in the face. Well, this week we're saying, well, you can get slapped in the face, because this what this sport is. Honestly, it's hilarious. So I've actually seen a mismatch on there. Interestingly enough, I did see a massive man go against a really skinny dude, and this must have been right at the beginning of when it started, or they were doing a promotional event. So the skinny dude lines one up, smacks the other guy in the face. It's a really good slap. Now it's a big dude's turn. He just winds it up, right, 2 or 3 times. He's like, like someone's doing a discus or something like that. He's just getting ready, getting that circular motion ready. Slaps the other guy, knockout. The people behind him had to catch him, fall on the floor. He was gone. Absolutely gone for at least like 2-3 minutes. Couldn't get up, and that's from a slap. And I'm thinking, my God, this sport is lethal, mate, because you're not allowed to defend yourself. Your hands got to be behind your back. While you're taking the slap, your hands got to be behind your back. Crazy, man, absolutely crazy.
And you can't even move a little bit to kind of absorb.
Face has got to be straight on.
Is...
You know what the funniest thing is about this? The slow motions. They have slow motion cameras connected to each competitor's face, and it literally shows you as the other person connects, the whole person, like the person's face,
just the ripple,
just gets disfigured for a split second because the skin is flying away like from the other side. Oh my God, it is hilarious. If anyone gets a chance, look online and just type in slap fight. It's bloody funny. It's bloody hilarious.
Do you reckon there's ever been a time when just like somebody walked up, they went first, right, and they obviously lined it all up, just absolutely clobbered this person, and then the other person got back up, whatever it was, and they just went, no, it's okay, you win. And then just went back to the locker
that'd be
room.
hilarious. You know what? Thinking about it, that's probably happened, but I think because it's a bit quite especially in the men's division, it's quite a macho thing. It's more like they want to go out on their shield kind of thing. So if they're getting slapped, then they get knocked out, they just got to take it like a man. I don't think anyone can quit.
So did you? I'm just thinking. So answer me this question, Jay. If people in boxing are boxers and people in swimming are swimmers, these people are
slappers. Boom. There we go. Brilliant.
Sorry, terrible joke.
I love it. Dad jokes are the best jokes. Absolutely. Amazing. I think we'll call it an end there on that bombshell.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't want to meet one of these slappers in the street.
Or do you? Oh, brilliant.
Well, whatever your kink.
Yeah. Well, okay, guys, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of the JTS 51 podcast. Thank you so much for giving us your ears. That's going to be a big bye from me.
Yeah, take care all. Don't be a slapper, or do whatever tickles your fancy. Take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the JTS 51 podcast. For more epic content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future episodes.